Hi and welcome everybody, it's Ruth here. Thank you for joining me today. Always great to have your company. Now, I know that some of you are watching this video and you've been to my channel, not once, but twice, maybe 3 times, and you still haven't subscribed. Please hit that subscribe button because it's an easier way of kind of refinding me. Because I know some of you, you lose me. You watch a video and then you find it hard to find me. So please do subscribe and hit the bell button. It doesn't mean you have to watch every video of mine. It just makes it easier to find me. So just saying. Anyway, it's always great to have you guys come and watch. Today we're going to try and do a bit more of our Christmas stamping. We're going to try and, either make some cards or some tags. But I have this little idea of doing some scenic stamping. I have done it, I was going to say a few weeks ago, may even be a month ago, so ago. And it was so pretty. I was very inspired by something that Lavinia Stamps did. Okay, can you see I started tearing? I'm going to stop tearing because it feels like the paper is not wanting to quite do what I want it to do. So I'm going to try doing it this way because it's all about the angle of, not the angle, it's how the paper's manufactured. It kind of changes the way the paper tears. That's better. That's what I want. I want more snow drift. If that makes sense, rather than mountains. I don't really want mountains. See, that tears mountainy. Don't want that. We want drifts. I've just cut it off though. Okay, I'm going to start again. So this is what you use your scrappy old bits of grid paper for, you see. Let's try again. Let's try and do a bit more of a... I'm going to do it... Ooh. Come on. I want a snowdrift here. Come on. There we go. That's a bit more of a snowdrift. Oh no, that's the paper. Maybe that one. Let's try again. Okay, so what was I saying? Yes, I've done this sort of technique before. We're going to do a bit of blending, do a little bit of masking, see what turns out. And if you like what you see and you want to have a go, then please do go and get your stamping supplies from my online shop. It's a click away. It's only a button click away. And you can have some of these lovely products to play with. But I know that some of you live far, far away, in a land far away, and you come and watch me, and you come and have some fun, and you come and hang out, and you know what? That's absolutely fine. I love the fact we have this amazing international community of stampers and creators and people who love to hang out. So welcome, welcome. If you're watching this on the live, welcome. I'm just going to, I've got my laptop in front of me. I've had back-to-back meetings with my team. So I've got the laptop here, but I do need to silence it. Otherwise you'll hear me double, which is never a good thing. So let's see who's in tonight. So for those of you who are watching on the replay, I need to say hello to all the people watching live. Sheila, Esther, Valerie, Jeannie, Glenna, Tilly, Karen, Wendy, Christine, Valerie, Glenna, Laura, Cheryl, I've said those already. Janine, Jackie, Liz, Vicky. There we go. There we go, people. Hello, everybody. Trish Cook from Adelaide. Awesome. Yeah, you're from far, far away or somewhere over the rainbow. Yeah. The only thing is you're actually real people. I know that some of you are real people because I've seen you. I've seen you in real life. Right, campers. We're doing a one-sheet wonder, but in a way that we can, get lots done. Because you know what it's like when you're doing Christmas cards. You've got to get a few done, haven't you? So what colour should we go for? Should we go for a nice sort of bit of pool party to start off with? See what happens. Hi Liz, did you find the cat? Oh dear. Is this a story I want to know about? Do I want to know about a lost cat? Is it a funny story? Tell us all, Wendy. You started the story, so you better finish. Hi, Gail. Yes, he turned up at 8:30. Oh, your cat, Liz. Did your cat go missing? Oh, you've got gorgeous cats, you do. I was just saying to someone earlier this evening, I'm not really a big cat or dog person in that I don't have a cat or a dog, but I do enjoy other people's when I go to their houses. And I do quite like Liz's cat when I have visited. Although it's been a while because of you know what. Right, there's a nice little snowdrift there. What do you think of that, everybody? Round of applause, please. Not all at once. Let's create a nice little... Oh, now, I meant to stamp some trees. Hold on, put it back. Just while I'm here, my idea was I want to use this tree because he's a little bit unloved. Hasn't been inked up for a little while, so I thought I'd ink him up. And also this one here, because this one's a little bit unloved as well. So, shall we go for a nice shaded spruce? You made a card like this the other day? No. I honestly did not see it, Esther. I promise. I promise. I promise. Lol, sisterings. I know. Right, do we want to go shaded spruce or do we want to go for a bit of mossy meadow? Which green do we want? Do we want the bluey green or the yellow green? I'm going to have a sip of my drink while you guys tell me. Oh, look all those round of applauses I've been getting. Lovely. So if you're watching this on the replay and you're thinking, who is Ruth talking to? It is... Oh, look, someone had to, you know, be cheeky. Had to be my sister, Peacock. Blue greens. Okay. Okay, we could go down that route. We could go shaded spruce and a bit of peacock. Let's do it then, shall we? So, what was I just saying? I was saying something then. Brain's gone. I can see a tiny little hair on my... There it is. Take that off. What was I saying? It is a bluesy green, this. Now, my pretty peacock seems like it's quite juicy. Now, do I want the big one in the... No, I don't want the big one in the background. I want the little one. Go. So you can see them over the ridge. Hi, Janice. Okay, there's my little collection of trees. Happy little trees. Okay, right, there we go. So then we move it down. Move it around a bit because we don't want it to look like we've just gone like that and moved it down. Give it a bit of an angle on there. Go back in with our little bit of pool party. Pool party, I should speak properly. Yes, a little bit of Bob Ross inspiration here. It's amazing how just a little touch of this colour can just look amazing. So, a little bit of that. Let's see if we've got space for this big boy. So I'm aiming to maybe get 3 focal points because I'm probably going to chop this into 3. glad I don't have a Bob Ross haircut. No, that'd be Esther. I'm joking. I just thought that would be funny. Yeah, so if you're not, if you're watching this on the replay and you can't see the chat, you might just need to give it a day. Give it a day, because YouTube is a bit funny like that. Doesn't always come up straight away. Cheek of it, says Esther. Cheek of it. Wow, you know. I give as good as I get, don't I, Esther? So I'm just moving that over, just sort of following that line that I've just stamped there. Blend, no, ugh, what's the word I want? Ink blended there. I'm just going to carry on that little snowdrift off to there, like that. And then come back in with... What is that? That's cute. My mum always calls me that. What? Cinderella? Oh. Okay. I'm liking that very much. So such a simple technique, isn't it? And look, dinner, we've got this beautiful snow scene. Okay, so I don't really want to just do that, but oh, I know what. Oh, we could go down. There's a thought. Right, we could go down that way this time. And so far we've just used 2 colours. So we've used Pretty Peacock and Pool Party, which Pool Party and Peacock, I think they're related. They're distantly related, and so they sit very well nicely together because they're distantly related enough not to know each other too well. Therefore, they get on when they do see each other. You know, that kind of relation? You know what I mean. Hi, Rebecca dearie. I am doing good. I'm doing well. Okay, and then I've got to go back in there and stamp. I think I could do with a tree here. It's feeling like I need a tree there. Then maybe a tree there. Hi, Maya. Hi, Anne-Marie. Hello, Christina Redman. Are you new to my channel? You're very welcome. Feels like snow here. Has snow in one mountain pass today? There was snow in one mountain pass today. Ah, okay. Oh, do you see what happened there? Do you know why that happens? So what happens is when you ink up your stamp, if you push down a little bit too hard, you get ink not on the stamp but at the side. So what one should do is check your stamp before you stick it down or pop it down and clean it off. So I make the mistakes all together so you don't have to. Put a flying bird over the tree and blame him. What a good idea. It's like angled bird poo. I may be able to, Rhonda. Might be able to. I will check that out in a second. I'm not going to think about it for a moment. It's too painful. Liz is always doing it. Liz, have your handy dandy cloth by your side. That's what you need. 17 degrees in Nova Scotia. Well, you're going to have to tell me, is that hot or cold? Because I get very muddled up between the whole Fahrenheit and Celsius thing. So just tell me, is it hot or is it cold? You've seen too many people do that, Ruth. I'm too gentle on occasion and lack ink. Ah, okay. Hello, Donnie. Nice to see you. Okay, I'm feeling like I just need some little trees just to, you know, balance it out a little bit. Feels like a little bit odd just having those big trees. I'm just putting a few little ones in. There we go, in the foreground there. Does this make you feel cold looking at this? Especially you Australians who are like, you've just come out of winter, haven't you? There we go. Right, now, my plan was to then get the scripty stamp and stamp some script around this. So to start off with, I was thinking I'll do some script all around the edge, the periphery of it, and then down 2 sections here, because if I'm going to chop this up, then we can have some script going over that. Now, we could go for the shaded spruce, but you know what I was talking about earlier about the relations? So Pool Party and Pretty Peacock are distant enough relations for them to kind of sit happily together, there'll be similarities between them, but yet they're not too closely related that they start to like fight each other. So the problem now is if I add shaded spruce, now to me shaded spruce and Pretty Peacock are almost like siblings in terms of the depth of colour. And I feel that, you know, what happens if when siblings know each other too well, they kind of like start to argue with each other, don't they? So I'm going to dismiss shaded spruce, and I might just bring in a friend rather than family. I've never used this analogy before, but it's kind of working, isn't it, guys? So I'm wondering, let's just, for example, say, oh no, let's go crazy. Let's use a little bit of Melon Mambo, okay? So Melon Mambo, obviously not part of the family, same depth of colour, but nice bit of contrast, might look really good, okay? You might find that a bit too scary. So, I don't know, we could go for a distant relation. This is the mad auntie. That's been me, you see. So we could do a distant relation, Granny Apple Green, okay? But, you know, brings out the best in everybody, you know? Melon Mambo's the lodger. So Granny Apple Green is like the, you know, the really kindly, you know, somebody. Okay, pumpkin pie. So pumpkin pie, again, would be that either that mad relation or that friend that always hangs out with your family, but you'd never quite know if they're family or not. You know, that kind of friend. Bring back the mad auntie. That's the younger sister. What the? Oh, this one. Oh, this is the. Okay, so you get my meaning, don't you? I think you're catching my drift with this one. So then what you've got to decide, okay, so whatever colour you go for, so let's just move those out of the way and let's discuss these for a second. You've then got to decide, do you want this distant relative or friend that has snuck into your family party, do you want them to be like the life of the party? Do you want them to sort of be the show-offs? Or do you want them to complement what's already happening at the party? Okay. So that's kind of your decision, really, you know, when you do stuff like this. And it is all about the stuff that goes on the colour wheel. It really is. So because Granny Apple Green is kind of slightly related, it is slightly more of an analogous colour scheme, whereas this would be a complementary colour scheme, so you're going the opposite to what's here. So it all depends what you want to have show up. Now for me, I kind of wanted to have the words as a bit more of a background. Absolutely, Sheila, she's got it, hit it right on the nail. It depends on what you're going to stamp. So because I wanted this to be a bit more of a texture, I'm going to go with the Granny Apple Green for now. But that's not to say another day I might choose the Mad Aunts. So, Hark the Herald maybe. I just like the script of that. I know it probably doesn't really go, because I think when the angels actually came to sing to the shepherds, it wasn't the dead of winter. It, you know, because if you didn't know, Christmas didn't happen in December. Jesus' birth didn't actually happen in December. It happened around September in Palestine, and apparently it wasn't that cold. It wasn't as wintry. Do you stamp off Granny Apple Green? I don't know, Donny. I've not done this before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. Not quite sure, but I will be stamping multiple times. So, shall we try? Shall we go in there and see what happens? So, in my head, I've got my grid here, and I'm just going to place this. So this is in centimetres. So that's my middle point, the 0. So my pieces are going to be cut at about 9 centimetres. So I know that I need to aim for. So you can do this with your grid paper. If you're doing it in inches, then just find the halfway point. So that's obviously the halfway point. So the third points are going to be approximately here and here. Okay, so this is where I want to stamp my textures. Okay, now you don't have to use this one. Very Versailles, that fine script from Very Versailles might be quite nice there. So I'm going to stamp, and then I'm going to stamp again, and then stamp again. And I'm going to stamp here, stamp off, stamp there. Now I know some of you might think I'm absolutely mad for doing this, but we're going to see what it looks like in the end. So stick with me, guys, because you know it usually comes good. Okay. Everyone's getting a nickname tonight. So, Maya, what are you thinking? Maya, what? Maya Sharona. Esther Rue. Sometimes I get called Rue. Not often. Oh, I once knew a baby called Rue. She was gorgeous. She is gorgeous, rather. So I say was because she moved away, so I don't get to see her so often. Only on Facebook. Right, I'm happy with that. Now, I feel like it needs some finer words in here. So, what about going in with Glory to the Newborn King? Because that is smaller. And it looks like I've never inked it up before. Oh, guys, you're in for a treat. First time stamping this. Right, let's make sure I stick this on correctly. Okay, need to buy more stamps. Thanks, Ruth, again. Ha ha. Now, Donny, are you sure you need to buy more stamps? Are you sure you do not have a tree stamp in your collection? Because I'm sure you do somewhere. So go back to your shelf and look for a tree stamp, because I'm sure you have one. Just saying, Donnie, you know. I'm trying to save you money here. Okay, so Glory to the Newborn King is a slightly smaller font. And it's a bit of a contrasting font because it's a capital. My heart says yes. The sentiments are from For Unto Us. That one there. Okay, I'm just going to move them up so you can see how this works. Okay, I really like the contrast of these fonts. And also it means that where you've got it in lighter there, you can stamp over the top and it shows up. How cool is that? It kind of reminds me, the whole piece reminds me of like a piece of music, which is really lovely because this whole sentiment is about how the angels sang, you know, and yeah. Oh, glad to be of inspiration, Vicky. These are going to be slimline cards. They are. They're a bit of a on trend at the moment. People are obviously enjoying having a slightly different sized and shaped canvas to work with. And it's amazing kind of creativity that flows when you just have a slightly different canvas. Okay. I'm going to stop there for now. I'm wondering whether to do a little bit of some sort of foliage coming in, but I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is cut this up and we'll see how it looks. You're making brownies soon. I need sweets. Oh. So I'm going to start off by cutting. I've got a little bit of damage to that corner, but I'm wondering if I can get away with it because I don't really want to cut anything off the bottom. So I'm going to cut 1/2 centimetre off the top. And then I'm going to cut at 9.5 centimetres. So obviously if you're working in inches, then just basically your sheet of cardstock divided by 3 minus a bit. So my calculations for that I didn't do that quite correctly. So maybe I should have got my ruler out and checked it. I guess the other option is to actually cut. I've got a bit of damage on there. I could have cut that way. Okay, so that evens up that side a little bit, but this one, it's lacking something here. And that's okay. Just because I didn't stamp it the first time doesn't mean, you know, I can't go back and fix things. So they stand absolutely fine, Maya. Yeah, I've got ones that I've already made up that I can show you. Yeah, obviously a horizontal one, just it's a tenfold, so it just stands like that. But no, these stand perfectly fine. The trick is not to overload the top. If you're putting embellishments, don't overload the top. If you're going to put embellishments, ideally you need to sort of stay down. And there were some cards I made the other day. I think it was last week actually. Was it last week or the week before? With a poinsettia. I made sure that I didn't overload the top. But no, they tend to stand really well. Okay, so let's do 3 different options in terms of how you then finish these. So I could now come in with some leaves and possibly in the pretty peacock. Let's see how that will look. And have it so that it looks like there's some, we're looking through some ferns. No, if I do horizontal, I do the seam at the top. Do a tent fold. Yep. What's Helen said? I missed that. That's true, Maya. Yeah, they may bring it in one day. Some of the other platforms, they've done it where you can add people into the live. Okay, so that's trying to create a bit more of a vignette with the stamps, but I feel like it needs a little bit more, so I'm just going to grab my tool. Oh, Lorraine. Wow. My teeth are aching just thinking about it. So I'm just very gently adding some of the pretty peacock to the edge of this. And the idea is that your eyes are then pulled in. Comforty. Oh. So let me just read that again. You've got crispy treats. Oh, hold on. I've lost that now. Read your chat again. 1 layer of Rice Krispie treats sprinkled with chocolate chips and crushed Macintosh toffee. As in like hard toffee. Yeah, my teeth are definitely aching. And then another layer of Rice Krispie treats. So the Rice Krispie treats though, what's holding that together? Is that like are you doing marshmallow or something? You know what I've just realised we've got on here? We've got these little pine cones. How adorable are these? Oh, I've got too much on my desk. Again. Yes, it's very much like Narnia. Yes, been a bit inspired by Narnia. So I don't know if some of you saw, but it was the 70th anniversary of Narnia this week. I don't know if I mentioned it on a previous live. So yes, I am thinking about Narnia a little bit more this week. There we go. A few little pine cones. Try not to make them look like blobbies. I love the beginning of Narnia. Oh, do you mean the Magician's Nephew? Stop, Lorraine. I'm taking the next flight out. I thought Lorraine is in Canada, isn't she? Or is she a different part of Canada to you, Glenna? Of course, Canada is massive. Duh. Right. This one. I just had a little thought. Okay, I don't want these to look like branches. I just want to create that vignette look. So I'm going to apply the stamp to my block with the tree line in a row. So that means it looks like it's not, you know, it's not equal, but that's fine because I'm going to use this as a texture. Oh, Lorraine and I live close to each other. I dragged her in here. Oh, thank you, Christine. Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely Narnia-ish. Yes, very much Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe, isn't it? Okay, just want the little tips of this now. I want that lovely feathery look. No idea what it's going to look like, but, well, obviously I know what the stamp looks like, but I don't know if it's going to work. Night, Ellen. Oh, hello, Deborah. When did you sneak in? Now, you know what? I think I actually prefer this because I love this kind of feathery look. And it sort of disguises that little boo-boo there, doesn't it? Sort of. Maybe if I make them come out a little bit further. Then it really does disguise it a bit more. There we go. And now I'm there, I'm thinking, do I add some darker elements on top? Just the odd one. I stamped gift wrap using Snowfront and the birch stamps last spring for a masking time. Then I used it. Ooh. Deborah says I've been here since 7:30. Cheeky. Right. Okay. I am feeling the need for speckles, but I'm resisting. Okay, so we've got the bit of sponging or blending on this one. This one we've got the winter woods and some more ferns. Now this one, I am wondering whether to bring Mad Aunt Mabel, Mad Aunt Melon Mambo onto this one. Oh, just realised as well, this one has got... So if you've only got winter woods, you can do these, because you can stamp this tree lower down. So if you only needed, you know, smaller trees, you don't actually need to have winter woods to do this. Sorry, you don't need to have plaid tied, perfectly plaid. You can do it just with winter woods, because I've just seen, I forgot about this lovely thing here. Could you emboss some trees in white for snow? You could, but this design here, Liz, actually accounts for the snow, if you know what I mean. They've actually designed it so that it's got spaces already there for the white snow. So if you emboss this with white, it would be like the opposite way round. Does that make sense? So you can do it. Sorry, did my YouTube go down then? I'm back. I was just saying that this is designed to be stamped on a colour onto something else. So, right. I'm wondering if Aunt Melon Mambo would come as some some pretty leaves, maybe, or she might do. Yeah, I mean, Liz, have you got this one? I think you've got this. Have a go, you know, have a go. I mean, it would look gorgeous on a dark, you know, on Night of Navy or something, cardstock. Really gorgeous. Oops. I think Aunt Melon Mambo's had a bit too much to drink. She's not stamping properly. There we go. No, not Aunt Mabel. Hi, Wendy. I think I'm the mad auntie for Helen and Esther's children. Okay. This feels like a warm winter scene. Yes, it looks like you're looking out your window and you've decorated the inside of your window with some crazy pink tinsel or something, and you're looking out on a wintry scene, but yet you're cozy inside. Hi, Julie. Yes, it makes me very happy, this pink, I think. then I'm wondering whether we could, there are some lovely little berries on this stamp set. You found your marbles yesterday. Oh, good. What did you need them for? What did make me use it? Because we were talking about colours, and I thought it would be interesting just to see what happened when we added Crazy Aunt Mabel to the party, you know, and see what she does to the other colours. Because I've already done these ones, which were very much the analogous colour scheme. You know, these all kind of get on. These are part of the same family. But this one I thought, let's just see what happens. See where it goes. And you know what? I am determined to use this little fern because this is quite an overlooked little leaf. But it is beautiful. It's very, very detailed. You know, compared to this one's quite kind of modern looking. This one's very, very cute. Yeah, when did you start watching, Maya? Did you catch all that conversation about the colour scheme? You're warming to her. She is a warm person, actually. You know, she's got a lot of red tones, and we associate red with warmth. So now there is, with Melon Mambo, there is a slight blue tone to Melon Mambo. So I would say, you know, you've got to, you know, if you get Aunt Mabel on the wrong day, you know, you've got to watch out. But generally, I would say she's very warm. There we go. So then the other thing one could do with this is, because this has got some really great, lovely, great big sentiments, and also dies if you've got a die. You could, you know, maybe cut out the die and have that somewhere. Doesn't really fit on that one, but yeah. Oh, fits there nicely. But it might be cluttering it up a bit much. It's, you know, with a big card like this, it's probably good to have a bit of white space somewhere. Warm Aunt Mabel on a cold snowy day, yes. Hi, Ali. Good to see you. Okay, so let's put a border around these then. You could go just white, because we've got quite a lot of colour going on here. I'm wondering whether to actually sponge a little bit of pink just around the edges, just to finish off. So where I've stamped, you've got sections that you've got pink, then white, then pink and white. And just by adding a little bit of extra pink down the edge just helps to finish that off, so that you see here we've got white, pink, white, but here now we've just got all the pink, so it's quite nice. Okay, that just helps to finish that one. So because I know I cut these at 9.5 centimetres and I cut half a centimetre off the bottom, I'm going to cut my cardstock, so I score my cardstock at 10 centimetres, fold it, and then cut at 10. Oh, my little score blade just popped out. Oh, where's it gone? Okay, so I'll keep that for a rainy day. And then this should fit perfectly on there like that. Yay. Okay, right, I'm just going to very quickly cut these guys. So now's the time, if you've got any questions, please ask me while I cut this up. And if you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up before you go. I know some of you will be heading off for your tea or off to bed or whatever. So before you go, please give me a thumbs up. Please do subscribe before you go. Hit the bell button if you want notifications. Now, some of you, I know, do struggle to get notifications. So please email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com, if you would like to be put on my WhatsApp notification list. Okay, that is a thing. I can do that. You do need to obviously have the WhatsApp app on your phone to participate. Also, if there's anything that you see tonight that you've been inspired by and you want to make something and you'd like to share it and show off your beautiful creation, then please do head to Artful Stampin Space, my Facebook group, where you will get to interact with a few more. These lovely ladies have been watching tonight and chatting, and gentlemen, no doubt. We're able to look at each other's work, and you know, look, I've just recycled. This was a little case that had some pens come in it from Stampin' Up, and I didn't want to throw away the case because it was just so nice. So I've put my bone folders in there to help me locate them easier. I'm just gonna do that. So the link should be below, although, as I said to someone earlier today, I have been having some problems with my YouTube description. Yeah, there is no YouTube description at present, but there will be. At the end of this video, I will go in and put the description in. I don't know why it's playing up, because I've told it to show up. And it doesn't for some reason. What's hilarious? What's Maya said? Someone called me now and asked if I was on Zoom call with my auntie. She heard Ruth's voice in the background. Yeah, Mad Auntie Ruth. You've been on Zoom with, or YouTube, or whatever. It's been ages since I've created a white base, so it's actually quite refreshing. I tend to stamp onto white or very vanilla and then stick onto a coloured base, but to put this on a white base is quite good. Right, you've got a question about the brushes. What are the brushes that I use? These are by, oh, someone tell me who these are by. Create. Is it not? It's not Inkadinkado. Who's done the brushes? They are available on Amazon in America. I was gifted them, very kindly gifted them. So I'm not really sure on the details. Somebody, yes. Well, these ones are designed for crafting, but you can buy the makeup brushes. They're a very fine, very, very fine brush, and you can get them on Amazon. Yeah. It's just that these ones with the coloured handles were gifted to me. But you can also buy little clips as well. So I have got some coloured clips that I'm going to attach to the ones that I had previously, which they all have black handles. So I'm going to make them more identifiable. Hi, Deb Hook's Crafty Cottage. Have I said that right? Tailored Expressions. Thank you, Esther. And the glue I'm using is the Tombow multi-adhesive or multi-purpose liquid glue. And I find it very good for sticking down cardstock to cardstock. You've got a little bit of wiggle room time. But when it's stuck, it's stuck. And you don't tend to get, with PVA liquid glue, you tend to get, it goes a little bit lumpy because it reacts with the moisture. But I find with this glue, it doesn't tend to happen so much. Right, let's tidy up a little bit. Hi, Darlene. You missed how to cut the card bases. Basically, you score at just over the size of the card base. So this was one long sheet like that. Score, fold, then cut, and then you have that bit of spare. Okay. Right, guys. So that was the second one, wasn't it? Oh, see, I want to put them back as they were. So although I finished that one first and then second and third, I'm going to do it like that because that's what makes up the picture, the triptych. Okay, so let me know which one you prefer. I'll of course be adding this to my Christmas playlist. So I'm building up a whole load of Christmas videos for you guys. And YouTube is acting up. Oh, I know, it's a bit funny tonight. Christine says 2, 3, 1. So you're not so keen on Aunt Mel and Mambo coming to the party then? 2 and 3. That's fine. Love number 2. This one. Yeah, I do like the addition of the fine. You know, it does look. Yeah. You like the ones without the red? Well, it's actually pink. I don't know what it's coming up on your screen, but it's pink. It is bright pink, this one. So. Okay. But, it was worth just having a go and seeing, you know, seeing what was going to happen. Janet says, sadly I won't be inviting Aunt Mabel. Okay, that's fine. See what I mean? You know, it's good to have the relations, but the distant relations, you know. Maybe Aunt Mabel is the sort of aunt that you only see every few years, you know. Just got here. Must go back and see how you did the snowdrifts. Oh, yes, do go back and watch that. It was so complicated, Deborah. Oh, my goodness. So complicated. You're going to have to write notes. Janice goes, I love Auntie Mabel. Gold around the edge. Oh, and Amanda, do you know what the easiest way to do that is? Apart from getting a pen and doing it. Another day. I'm a bit tired, so I'm not going to do it now, but I will tell you how to do it. You get your Versamark ink pad, and you just go through your Versamark. If you imagine that's your ink pad, you just go like that through your ink pad. And then you dip it in the gold embossing powder, and then you... you're such a brat, Ruth. Thanks, Lorraine. Or foil. Oh, yes, a little bit of foil. Yeah. We could do a bit of Winker Stella. Actually, I may have got somewhere a bit of gold Winker Stella from years ago. 4 winks of Stella here. That's terrible, isn't it? Oh, if you have the embossing pen, yeah. Hi, Navarana. I think that one's nearly empty. Let's move on to one that doesn't look so old. Let's put a bit of snow. You see, this helps me to know where to put the snow bits. You know, Liz, we were talking earlier about how this stamp set, you know, you can sort of tell where the snow is meant to be. That's quite handy when you're putting on. Oh, you know what? The other thing you can do. Right. Let's stick to this one. Little bit of texture paste. Just a tiny dash. And if you aim it for the places where the snow would be, okay, just give me a moment. This is going to work. Right, and then on these we're just going to kind of wing it a bit because it's not so obvious where to put them. Put it up here. Oh yes, a bit of, this is called embossing paste, Amanda. So you can scrape it through a stencil, or you can do what I've just done there, where you just add it directly on. And then if you do have some of the Stampin' Up! Glitter, we don't carry the glitter anymore, but I tell you what we do carry, we do have the glitter glue. Where have I put that now? Oh, there it is. Okay, so that the other option is that you can get the glue. So we've got the spot. Oh, I know what. Let's. You see, Aunt Mabel would come wearing a glittery fascinator, wouldn't she? Let's give that a bit of a squeeze. Come on. Yes, Dazzling Diamonds has retired. Can you believe it? Right, come on you. It's because I've had this stored the other way up, so it's going to take a moment for it to get to the bottom. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? You see that? I feel sorry for everybody who left early thinking I was done. Who's that comedian that used to go, come here and there's more? That's what I feel like my channel's like. Oh, and there's more. Do some more. we go. Right, so that one's done with glitter glue. Shimmery crystal effects. Okay, that is a thing. It is in the catalogue. It's real, honest. That one. This is texture paste. So this is in the main catalogue. This is in the autumn winter. And then Winker Stella is also in the main catalogue as well. It's a great fab little pen that you just add a little bit of shimmer and shine to things. There we go. Try not to think about it too much. You can also do some splattage with this if you want to. You can just smack it against a thing and then you get some little blobs falling around. That can be your little blobs of snow. Okay. Don't know if you can see that. There we go. Yeah, so when this, to be honest, it doesn't take long for this stuff to dry. By tomorrow, this will be hard as nails. It's a bit like Weetabix, you guys, you people who eat Weetabix. You know when you leave Weetabix to dry in a bowl, it's like this. So when you use it, you have to clean your tool straight away, and you need to put your lid on straight away as well. You cannot leave this to get exposure to the air for too long. Okay, and then the glitter glue, that is going to dry hard and clear, but with obviously the little hint of glitter in it. And maybe tomorrow when I do a live, tomorrow's Friday, yes. When I do a live tomorrow, I will try and remember to show you guys. So if you're on tomorrow, make sure you ask me what these look like now, because this one in particular needs a bit of time to dry. All right. Haha, like cement. Yes, the Winker Stella dipped in frost white shimmer paint too. Oh, now she's gone and done it. Oh dear. She had to go there, didn't she? Spottage. Is that related to dotage? Yes, it is, Janet. Yeah, they're related. Yeah, if you've got an old Winker Stella brush, you can actually use it if you want to. I'm just gonna. Whee. Ooh. Yeah, it's Deb's fault, everybody. You have to stay late because she suggested one more thing. We are now in detention, everybody, okay? Oh, thank you, Cindy. There you go. Yeah, so I mean, what's lovely about seeing this process is that, you know, some people don't like glitter, so you don't have to put glitter. You can do something else. You can do the texture. Some people like glitter. Some people like glitter and texture. So it's up to you what you what tickles your fancy, as they say. You know. Is that the right way around? Yeah, that's the right way around. So just be careful not to touch what I'm touching now, because these need to dry, but there we go. Oh yes, get well soon. Thank you. Hi, Christine. Thank you, Dawn. I'll just pull out a little bit. I've just realised I'm quite close in, so there we go. Lovely to see you all. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully tomorrow. 3, 2, 1 now. Ah, Christine Morgan's changed her mind. I like it with a glitter on now. Okay. I'll try and get some nice photos of these because I think in the daylight they'll look very different because I'm under artificial light at the moment. So there we go. Janet's going to be thinking of what she can do. Good. Take care. God bless all. Good night.